Historically, we've seen that regulations are typically slower to keep up with rapidly evolving technologies, and AI is no exception. Over the last few years, generative AI functionality has been made readily available to the consumer public. We can create text, create funny images, or even get help solving math or programming problems too. Naturally, we want to use this and other functionality to help solve our business problems. This is where companies need to be careful. Adoption and utilization of AI needs to be a well-thought-out process where enterprise-wide leadership come together, understand the risks associated with AI technology, develop policies and procedures around the appropriate use of AI, and ensure data governance practices are in alignment with legal and regulatory requirements. CISOs can't do this alone and require the support of other executive leaders, specifically their counterparts in legal and compliance. It's clear the legal and financial stakes in the cybersecurity regulatory space have never been greater, and they are continuing to increase as well. Good cybersecurity governance requires a collaborative effort amongst the executive leadership team to balance governance and risks with the organization's need and tolerance. What is important for those just starting out is to try to get ahead of the requirements as much as possible. Understanding when new compliance requirements will be at your doorstep is the first step in preparing to welcome them. Next, we need to make a plan. Then we need to perform an assessment of current state, assess the gaps, and then remediate the items which are required to be fixed. All along the way, good, clear communication with other senior leaders and the board, if there is one, is also key. Of course, this isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. It needs to be tailored to the size and the complexity of the organization. First and foremost, CISOs need to be the translator between very technical compliance requirements and business impacts and value. CISOs need to quantify the return on investment related to cybersecurity investments to help their fellow executives understand the continued need and importance from a risk reduction and business drivers perspective. These cyber regulatory compliance requirements are not a set and forget scenario. They require consistent monitoring, maintenance, and adjustments to ensure they are functioning properly and meet the organization's compliance needs. Cyber leaders should be explaining the compliance landscape to their peers and internal organizations multiple times a year, and to the board or the highest governing body at least annually. To be successful, a high degree of collaboration is necessary between the CISO and their fellow executives, as all executive leadership is required to participate and do their part to ensure the enterprise maintains the appropriate level of cybersecurity posture required.